What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Automotive Truth. I am Matt Pollard.
I'm Arlene Pollard.
And we're about to walk you through this jungle of life here.
Oh, my goodness.
The jungle of politics and automotive truth.
From the heart of Texas, where the winds blow free, and our lane bringing truth and clarity. Faith in world events, we're diving deep in the Lone Star State. Welcome to the podcast where faith meets the news, where Texas tales and global views infuse. Join us on this journey, hand in hand, as we seek the truth across this land. Stories unfold from cities to the plains, challenges faced and victories gained, with courage in our hearts and minds unswayed. Together we explore in every shade. In a world of chaos, we'll find our way through the lens of faith. Come what may, so tune in now. Let your spirit unfurl as Matt and Arlene take you around the world. Welcome to the podcast where faith meets the news, where Texas tales and global views and views. Join us on this journey, hand in hand, as we seek the truth across this land. From Texas to the world, our voices rise. Matt and Arlene under Texas skies. Faith, truth, and events unfold.
Do it right now.
In every episode, our stories told.
On today's episode, brought to you by nobody.
Okay. I am just a little nervous of what's going to come out of that microphone over there.
Yeah, well, a lot has happened in a couple of days.
Yes, as usual, as always. And the saga of the drama continues.
Yep, it is left versus right, right versus left all over again.
And wrong versus right, and right versus wrong.
Well, ICE better get in there, do their thing while everybody's attention is focused in another area.
Goodness, this is so ridiculous. All right.
Well, off to a, let's start with some stuff here. So, Faith Points TV, thank you for everybody going on Faith Points TV and liking and subscribing and doing all those things on Faith Points TV. If you don't know where to find them, of course, it's faithpoints.org/TV ministry. And they are also on Android TV, Apple TV, Fire TV, Roku, and of course, you can download the app.
Yeah, and follow us on YouTube and on Spotify. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share our content, and even on Instagram and Facebook, X, and all those other social media platforms.
Yeah.
So share our stuff.
Please.
Thank you.
And if you want to hear it in podcast version, you can just go to any of the podcasting platforms and you will find us there.
That's right. So you can listen in your car while you're driving. You can listen while you're working out or whatever the case may be.
Instead of whistle while you work, you can listen to some podcasts.
It's Super Bowl Sunday.
It is Super Bowl Sunday.
Right now. You may be watching this maybe on Monday or Tuesday, but it's Sunday right now. And it's Super Bowl Sunday. They're probably kicking off in just a few minutes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's okay. Who cares? I do hope the Patriots win, though, on the 250th anniversary of the United States of America.
I agree.
America, baby.
But I don't think that's what's going to happen.
No.
I think the Seagulls? What are they called? The Seagulls?
Well, they should be called the Seagulls. They are the most liberal state in this country.
Wait, what are
Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks. I said Seagulls. Whoa. Okay.
The Seattle Seagulls are playing the New England Patriots.
Whoa. I didn't even mean no shade by that.
That's okay. They're a bird that poop all over everybody. What do you want?
That is too funny. Oh, my goodness. How about a quick story before we go into our rants?
Oh, Arlene's on story time again.
It's so funny. We went to our eye doctor. We had an appointment, and it was first thing in the morning. We went 7:30. My appointment, or his appointment, was 7:30, and mine was 8, or vice versa, whatever. Anyways, we get there, and we've never been to this place before. And it's this young doctor who just opened up a practice, has 2 practices of what is it?
Optometry or optometry.
He greeted us. Matt went in first, and then after Matt went in, I went in to see the doctor after each one of us had the test or whatever. And and as soon as I walked in, mind you, Matt went in first. As soon as I walked in, he says to me, I am so sorry. Oh my God, you got to please forgive me. And I'm like, what's going on? I don't understand. What happened? And he says, your husband came in. Your husband came in, and you had your hat down because it was 7:30 in the morning. I wasn't trying to get dressed, and I had a hat on and had a little grandma look going. And so he says, I'm so sorry you had your hat down, couldn't see, and I said to your husband, your mom will be coming in next. So funny. So I started laughing. I was like, that is hilarious. I am a few years older than him. And so we were talking, and he was like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry. I said, no, that's funny. I appreciate that. That's hilarious. I said, so we were talking about something else, and he said, oh, and your mother, my mother. I said, wait, you were going to say mother-in-law, weren't you? And I just kept digging at him, and he was so embarrassed, but he was so gracious and so funny. He was a good dude. So then he says to me, let's go outside. And then when we go out, I'll say, your mom's all set.
He didn't do it.
But he didn't do it.
I think it's because there's people sitting all there.
Yeah, there were other customers in the lounge. But, oh, my God, it was so hilarious to me. I found it funny.
I said we should leave a Google review that says, my mom and I had a great time.
He was so embarrassed. It's a brand new. It was a brand new practice. But I thought it was amusing.
They've been there 3 years. They just took over, though.
He just took over the practice. All right. Anyways, I wanted to share that. Where are we going, Matt Pollard? Are we going to rant about something, or would you like to say something else?
Oh, no, we're good.
All right, let's go.
Let's get in the rants. Rants.
Ranting in the house. We're ranting on Super Bowl Sunday. Even though Matt doesn't care, but we're gonna rant today. I'm gonna bring back to your attention the Waymo car. The Waymo car, and the guy that was in the Waymo car. It was a PSA that I had done.
Hiding in the Waymo car.
He was in. Yeah, he was. A young mother had called, set up a Waymo car to pick up her daughter, and when she opened up the car, I guess to check, which was a good thing, she found this man was hiding in the back, like in the hatch.
Trunk
in the hatch area. And so I'm gonna show you this first, and then we're gonna go on to the rant of really what I want to talk about. But I really just want you to pay attention to this and why it's so important that you all pay attention when it comes to these Waymo cars, because it's.
And the fuck are you in the trunk?
That's why, Mom, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, I'm over here. Yeah, this shit won't let me out.
Why are you in it?
Huh? They just put me in here.
Who put you in? The what?
The people. I'm like, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm saying. Just look.
What the heck?
Insane. There you have it. That was a video that we played a few weeks ago. Yeah, a few weeks ago. And so I'm interested in what's going on and who's checking and even all these Waymo cars that are being just left in the middle of the road, stuck, keeping people stuck in there. Not this guy, but other people have been trapped in Waymo vehicles and have to wait for either someone to come out or somebody electronically remotely get them out. So that is my rant. Waymo, you got to do better. Do better, or just get rid of this mess, because it's causing more of a safety issue than helping people, really. So the chief of safety for Waymo had a hearing because of all the issues and all the problems with Waymo. And so I want you to look at this video real quickly and the questions that were asked and his answers, and then we'll go on.
Yes or no, does Waymo employ humans located remotely to help its vehicles navigate difficult driving scenarios?
Senator, they provide guidance. They do not remotely drive the vehicles. As you stated, Waymo asks for guidance in certain situations and gets an input, but the Waymo vehicle is always in charge of the dynamic driving task. So that is just one additional input.
But the human being helps the vehicle to navigate those difficult driving scenarios. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So are all of the...
I don't know why he just didn't say that from the beginning.
Yeah,
just
answer the question.
are all of these human operators located in the United States? Are they all here?
No, we have some in the U.S. and some abroad.
So how does that break down? What percent are abroad?
Senator, I don't have that number for you. We can get back to you.
Is it a majority are abroad?
I just don't have that number.
Well, that's
Aren't you the
curious. That
CEO?
someone
What are you?
has no idea how that workforce breaks down. Just seems kind of curious that you don't know that answer. But are some of these operators located outside the United States?
Yeah, some are located abroad.
Yeah, and so for me, that's fairly shocking. Waymo has critical safety employees who may need to intervene in a split second if a Waymo encounters an unknown dangerous situation located in the United States, but they are outside the United States. In what countries are these employees located?
The Philippines.
Jimmy?
The Philippines.
So they are in the Philippines.
Wow.
These remote jobs are in the Philippines. That just crushed me. On top of that, there's a mess out there with these cars. On top of the fact that people's lives are in danger because there's got to be some kind of security to not let the vehicle be injured if someone's still in the car. Like, I don't know. There's just so many sketchy things. And then on top of that, this whole taking the jobs from how many people can be working this from right in the United States? This is just blowing my mind. I'm going to play the rest of the video.
In the Philippines. Yeah. Mr. Pena, that is completely unacceptable. And here's why. Having people overseas influencing American vehicles is a safety issue. The information the operators receive could be out of date. It could introduce tremendous cybersecurity vulnerabilities. We don't know if these people have U.S. driver's licenses. And let's not forget, Waymo is trying to replace the jobs of hardworking taxi and rideshare drivers. And now you're saying that of the human beings, the human jobs that remain in the system, you're shipping those jobs overseas.
Yep.
It's one thing when a taxi is replaced by an Uber or a Lyft. It's another thing when the jobs just go completely overseas.
I agree.
Touche.
I agree 100%. Too many issues. Too many issues with these Waymo cars. Pull them out of Texas. Pull them out. Pull them out of the United States, period.
I saw one in San Antonio the other day. I don't know if it was heading back to Austin or what, but I saw it.
Bring them back to the Philippines. How about that? How about ship them over to the Philippines?
Yeah. Yeah, so nobody uses them.
This just burned my biscuit when I heard this because too many issues. This is not the way.
So he's the chief executive officer of safety, that Pena?
That's who that
Dr.
is.
Pena?
Dr. Pena. That's what he is. And then and the fact that Senator whoever it was that was questioning him said, so we don't even know if half of these people have a driver's license because he did say that they work remotely and they have some control over the vehicle.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yes, he did.
So, I have an issue. I have an issue with that. I don't like it. I don't know. Start writing letters to Congress or wherever the case may be. I don't know what we do, but we talk about it here on Automotive Truth because I had to rant about it. What do you think?
I mean, they do it for, of course, the money. The money.
The money. They don't have to pay somebody in the Philippines like they have to pay somebody here in the United States.
Yeah, they'd have to pay somebody here $20 an hour to sit there remotely and monitor. And it's not like you can step away from your computer often if you're going to monitor the cars all the time.
Right. That's true.
So there should be there should be quite a few people. I mean, and then what are you going to have? 2 people double to monitor another shift? I don't know. It's just, I think the whole autonomous automobile is freaking stupid.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. It's not for here. Let me see. I had something written down here. The hearing also featured broader questioning about autonomous vehicle safety, including incidents where Waymo vehicles were involved in collisions or failed to properly stop for school buses. That's another thing. I saw another video. Tons of these cars just flying by the school buses while they're dropping children off. Mm-hmm. Another safety. I mean, there's so many red flags. This is just crazy.
Yeah, but they want to rank on Tesla when the Tesla autopilot drives by them. Well, there's a human being that should hit the brakes.
Exactly.
So that's irrelevant.
Issues that lawmakers tied into their scrutiny of Waymo's technology. The chief of safety officer at Waymo was directly questioned during a Senate hearing about the safety, remote human assistance, and how the company's autonomous technology operates. It's insane. I don't like it. It's got to go. Period. And that's my rant.
Yeah, it's bad enough, like you said, the Uber and Lyft took away from the medallion.
The taxi drivers.
Mm-hmm. But at least people had jobs.
True.
All right, let's get into some news.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, boy. So China bans electric door handles. I think that's really good. I think that's a great idea.
I agree.
I think you should have mechanical operated door handles for emergency purposes.
I agree. Let's watch this video that I have here.
Okay.
First, let's talk about the China band, and then I'll play the video.
China band. Is that a new band? Like a rap group?
Sounds like
Are they doing the Super Bowl next year?
China is banning hidden door handles like these that can be pretty hard to open on all new electric vehicles beginning next year.
Huge moves, a world-first ban, because China says in multiple crashes, it's suspected that power failed, doors did not open, people couldn't get out. So the rule, new car models applying for Chinese approval must meet these new door handle rules by January 1st, 2027. That means real mechanical door releases, inside, outside, with no power required.
For all the cars on the road already with hidden handles, there is no indication yet that they would need to change. This affects millions of cars, from Tesla to tons of Chinese brands like Xiaomi and BYD that have been inspired by Tesla's door design. Now, Chinese media...
That's what you get for copying, right?
Yeah.
Chinese media have also reported that around 60% of new Chinese EVs use these hidden door handles.
China isn't just the world's largest car market, it's becoming the rule setter for the entire world. What China bans, more countries may follow.
I don't want to be follower. I want to be a leader.
Right.
It's America.
So here is, and now I don't know if, we had talked about a story about a man that was burned inside alive besides the one that was in front of Trump Towers a while back.
Mm-hmm.
There was a young man, and the parents were suing, or going through suing Tesla because he couldn't. There's supposed to be some kind of automatic button that you hit to get out or to.
Yeah, the doors are supposed to pop open.
Yeah, but so this video that I have here, your discretion is advised because it could be a little triggering, or I hate that word.
It looked like a small crash. Nothing shocking at first. The driver managed to
get out,
scary. But the people sitting in the back were still inside. When they tried to open the doors, the handles did not come out. Seconds passed. Smoke began filling the car, thick and black. Panic grew as the doors stopped responding. Fire.
We talked about this before, honey.
You can't grab them? I don't understand.
Not only that, can't they jump over the seats?
Yeah, can't you just go through the front?
I was checking the comments, and a lot of the comments were saying, well, in the middle of a panic, your mind kind of goes all the way. So I kind of understand a little bit. But yeah, people in the comments section were saying that you could have just pulled them out through the front. But anyways, we'll watch the video so you can see the rest of how they get out. But this black smoke, we talked about that.
Yeah, that's the battery.
That is what kills.
It must have, maybe there's a wall and the battery ripped open.
Yeah. Because it's black, just almost immediately, black smoke starts to come out.
Started spreading faster than anyone expected. A stranger ran toward the.
Oh, now he shut the door and can't get in.
Yeah.
Smashing the windows with stones and pulling people out one by one.
Yeah.
Everyone survived, but their bodies carried
Holy
burns that
moly!
would never really heal. This is why China banned hidden door handles, because in moments like these, even a few seconds can mean the difference between life and death.
Is that scary or what? Oh, God almighty. So in any event, they were able to get everybody out of the car safely. Did you see the woman's jacket is all halfway melted? That they did escape, as the narrator said, that they escaped with some burn injuries. But this is, I don't know. This is already like the third time that I hear about these door handles not popping out. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it should come to America. I don't know. What do you think, Matt Ballard?
Yeah, I'm all for it. I am all for it. There should be manual releases in the car.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. And
at least on the inside.
No bueno. No bueno. All right, let's continue. So just be advised, if you're a Tesla driver, another thing we had talked about was staying away from the docks and beaches, backing up if you tow something, a boat or skis, or what do you call that? What do you call that?
A jet ski.
Jet ski.
Why are you using an EV to tow a jet ski?
Well,
actually, you're right. I see a bunch of them Cybertrucks pulling boats.
Yeah. And so the salt water creates an effect on these batteries.
I mean, just any water would.
Yeah. Well, according to some statistics and stuff that I read back then when we did that one episode with the EVs burning up, a lot of the causes were coming from the salt water. Salt water was making some kind of a chemical reaction through the battery cells and igniting.
But they're supposed to be so much better for the environment.
I'm just putting out the facts. That's all, putting out the facts. Okay, let's continue on. Let's talk about some repairs. And here, I want to know what you think about this.
$11,000 to repair my Toyota CHR. Yep. That's not what I expected from my Toyota. I bought this car brand new from Toyota Carlsbad, California. I did.
Toyota.
Who put the wheels on?
Toyota Carlsbad.
It's in California.
Let's continue.
I did everything right. Dealer purchase, committed to dealer maintenance, all with average mileage. Now fast forward to 100,000 miles. This car has been back and forth from Toyota 8 times and just 6 times for the last issue. After spending $2,400 on a replacement valve, lift controller, and valve reset, whatever that is, the car later began to misfire again and shut down all its critical systems, lane assist, backup sensors, collision warnings, all disabled. Toyota reset it, sent me on my way. And then it happened again and again, 6 times. No root cause, no real fix. Finally, Toyota only resolution was a $8,700 major overhaul with no guarantees it's going to fix the problem.
What?
Who in the world?
Who's running that place? What the heck?
Who in the high heels, in the red high heels, would pay $8,000 for a repair that they can't guarantee is going to fix it? This is coming from the customer's mouth. He's the customer.
It's saying recommend approval for a cylinder head right there. Yo, buddy, your phone number is like exposed.
I know.
Let that sink in. They want me to spend almost the value of the car on repairs that basically is on a guess. If you replace everything, it will fix the problem. I opened the case with Toyota Resolution Department. They denied it. No real assistance other than some emails and no accountability. So here's my question. How does a car known for reliability become unsafe,
Do you see what I see?
Well, I see a lot of damage.
We'll continue.
undiagnosable, and unsupported at just over 100,000 miles? I did my part. Toyota is choosing not to do theirs. This isn't about wear and tear. It's about responsibility. If you're considering a Toyota, especially a CHR, just know that this could happen to you. Toyota, this is your product. Stand by it.
Okay, well, I have some comments. So let's check the comments.
Let's check the comments.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
The fact that he did say it had 100,000 miles, right?
Yeah, 115,000.
So we're at 115,000 mile mark, right?
Yeah.
I think the vehicle's done right by you. I'm not an expert.
And then, what maintenance have you done?
Well, he said he has all his maintenance.
Did you go there for oil changes? Or did you go there for transmission services and oil changes and all your coolant? Did you go there for maintenance and everything, or just oil changes?
So let's check these comments real quick.
I can't believe the trans didn't blow. Usually the CVT goes on those CHRs, whatever that. I forgot what he said it's called. I forgot.
So here are some of the. It was a
CHR.
Yeah, CHR. So first comment here I saw was, "Do you have a lemon law where you live?"
That's 100,000 miles, you knucklehead.
Okay, let's make that clear. You cannot get lemon law when your vehicle's 100,000 miles.
No.
When your vehicle's 50,000 miles. When your vehicle's 30,000 miles. Because lemon law is for new vehicles.
And it depends by state.
Mm-hmm.
It could be 2 years. It could be 3 years. It could be 1 year. It depends on the state. And it's only on new vehicles.
You cannot pay an $8,000 bill and then think that I'm going to go to lemon law. Okay, that's another.
When would it have dawned on you to go to another Toyota store for another diagnosis?
Right. Okay. So somebody said he actually responded to the guy that asked, did you look into lemon law? He said, I talked to several lawyers and they said because it's over 80,000 miles that they won't take the case. It's a loser. It's a lost case. Somebody else said, wow, 80,000 miles is nothing for a Toyota. Mine is 280,000 and still rolling fine when I sold it. Normal wear and tear. Well, you know, it's true. These Toyotas will go forever as long as you take care of them. Next comment. He says, lemon law that late in the game happening. They themselves did the lemon and even gave me a huge deal on a truck. He's talking about he traded in a vehicle, this other person in the comments. Toyota customer service and service department has gone downhill. I would talk to a lawyer and go through all the documents from the gate. You might have a case still. Other option is to sell to an auction. Just trade it in and get rid of it, sir. Just get rid of it. New cars, and somebody said about the comment before, said, author, listen to this dude. No, don't listen to him.
Yeah.
You're going to spend more money on getting a lawyer and digging through all this stuff for what?
And the states protect the dealerships against misdiagnosis.
Right.
There's no case.
Another person says, I love my 2000 Camry and 2007 Tacoma, 500K miles between them. No desire to buy anything newer. Somebody said 2008 Tundra with almost 300,000, still rocking. I've seen many. Tacoma, my Tacoma is at 360K. The Camry is around 135K. Both run great. Yeah, we agree. We agree. These vehicles will run as long as you take care of them.
Yeah.
Now, I want to go through all these comments really quickly, but the fact that, let me go back to this.
It's funny. Everybody's mind goes to lemon law, lemon law, lemon law.
Exactly. I want to go back to here. Hang on. So the first
What year was that thing?
Let's see.
$11,000 to repair my Toyota CHR. Yep. That's not what I expected from my Toyota. I bought this car brand new from Toyota Carlsbad, California. I did everything right. Dealer purchase.
No, he didn't say. But I want to show you, because the first thing that I saw as he's talking and he's walking around, if this is his vehicle, is the damage on the car.
No real assistance other than some emails.
You see that fender well right there popping out? That fender well.
Yeah, right there.
Boom, right there. Right there, yeah.
How does a car known for
the vehicle has damage?
Yeah, but I mean that's not going to cause an engine failure.
No, of course not. But let me see. Let me just find this comment real quick. He missed the memo about cars with too much technology. Somebody else said older vehicles that are well maintained last through those high miles. A lot easier to repair. Doesn't cost a mint. Cost a mint to repair a part that costs only $10 or less. Background, $200 to fix. And I said, this guy, this guy might have something. This guy might have something. How do you keep getting lights coming on? Matt Pollard, talk to me about that.
He's not saying what the codes are, so I don't know what to say.
Well, the fact of the matter is that they continue to recommend repairs on this vehicle to the fact of, what was the last thing that they recommended?
Well, he didn't say.
Wow.
But that last thing he showed was a cylinder head.
Yeah. It could have been just the ground somewhere.
Yeah, who knows? That's why I get so upset when they're like, we need to start with this, or we need to start with this, or I need to do this first, because you're being so doggone lazy.
Yeah. To look for a repair, to look for a break or something.
No, in an hour. An hour? I don't know where this fictitious hour diagnosis came from.
This one guy said, I would replace the battery, add new positive connector to the battery. Clear the, I think he's trolling.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on.
But
I thought it was
probably
very
a misfire.
I thought it was very
interesting. This goes back to your other video where the guy says not to replace all your coils. Maybe you should have replaced all the coils at once.
I don't have that video, but here.
She was reading a post on Instagram, and some guy was stressing.
He was a technician. He was a technician.
Not to replace all the coils when the dealership or the repair facility recommends replacing all the coils for a misfire. Well, while you're there, do you want to replace them all? And he's like, no. Well, you could go back 6 times to keep replacing them.
Well, his defense to that was that once you replace the factory coil part, that putting in some other, pre-made, other made part
isn't the same.
Isn't the same part, right?
Use a dealer item.
the best parts come direct from the factory.
So then buy from the dealer. And if it was so good, why did it fail?
Right. And you made that point. Yes.
Okay.
That's a good point.
What's
All
next?
right. Let's continue on with this maintenance. And this technician here, I thought it was kind of very informative as far as, do new cars need less maintenance? Because some people may think, I mean, this guy, you know, he might have skipped some maintenances. We don't know, you know?
Exactly. He's saying, I did my dealer maintenance, but what? An oil change?
Right. Do new cars, because I hear a lot of people saying that, oh, all you have to do is an oil change and extending you don't have to worry about the oil to 10,000 miles, all that stuff, although manufacturers are recommending 10,000 mile oil changes. But anyways, let's hear what this tech has to say.
Garrett, do modern vehicles need more or less maintenance? And specifically talking like 2020 and above versus early 2000s.
This is going to be more, and I'm about to explain a little bit why. So you don't want it to be super technical?
You don't have to go over the top, but throw in a little bit.
We used to rarely do timing chains, okay? Every car needs spark plugs, every car needs belts, brakes, maintenance items, tires, highway items, what have you. Timing chains now are becoming routine maintenance, which is crazy, but I'm about to explain why. So any GDI that just came out, that's gasoline direct injection, all of them consume oil like no other. Before, we would not see cylinder wall scoring, you wouldn't see skirt drag, you wouldn't see any of that, unless it was super high mileage, like over 200,000 or approaching 200,000 miles. Then that's normal, because any metal component will wear over time, right? That's why it's important to change your oil. So now, all what we have done is we have put a fuel pressure washer down in every single cylinder, literally. So instead of the fuel cleaning off the backside of the intake valves, we have put high pressure fuel systems directly into the cylinder. Mm-hmm. And so that pressure washes potentially oil that's off of those cylinder walls, which is needed to lubricate rings, okay? So where am I going with this? They consume oil like no other because of stuff like that, okay? You have no oil lubricating the rings and the cylinder walls. And then now all of a sudden your rings aren't sealing properly. You have oil that's going now into your combustion chamber, right? Then out to your exhaust. So we're running vehicles low on oil, right? Every vehicle has been ran low on oil unless they are super on top of it, right? As far as maintenance, which we already know any customer usually isn't. And then you have manufacturers now boasting 10,000 mile oil changes. I think you just made a video about that too. So I hope that answers your question. I would tell you that they're way more maintenance prone because you really have to stay on your maintenance, or else it's going to end up in costly repairs.
Why are you laughing?
Because I'm just watching the guy in the back.
What is he doing? I didn't even see. What was he doing? I thought he was working.
Yeah, just watching him work. It was funny. And then he broke the bolt loose and almost fell. That was the best part.
Did you listen to anything that this technician was saying?
Yeah, he's 100% right. Yeah. And then they get carboned up because of the direct injection, and Toyota has port and direct injection, so you got fuel all over the place. Yeah, he's absolutely right. Yeah. And then the people go 10, 15,000 miles on oil changes. Everything gets sludged up, and then like he says, 3 to 5,000 mile oil change intervals, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, there you go. Whether the vehicle is old or new.
And then fuel additives. Well, and use a premium gas. We always have this argument. Everybody wants to try to prove me wrong. I'm going to be like Crowder with the tent. Prove me wrong.
We're going to be checking the comments. I'm going to make this a reel.
I am with the kid, with that young man.
Yeah, he's very well spoken. He's broke it down very well. And also we talked about this before, you have the sales department in the front pushing the fact that all you need to do is an oil change and rotate your tires, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to do any of that. Don't worry. Yeah. And then you have this. You have timing chains needing to be replaced. Yeah. That was the point of the video, that they're seeing a lot of timing chain replacements early.
Yeah, right.
Before it was timing belts and they were replaced for maintenance, and now it looks like the timing chains are going down that lane.
That way, sure. Mm-hmm. Because of the lack of oiling.
Yeah.
Okay. It blocks the tensioners. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, I forgot where we were.
Technician versus mechanics.
Oh, what is that?
The verbiage, how we say technician versus mechanic. Well, why a technician? You think an electrical technician, somebody that's not in the automotive business, would think.
Is there a video?
Yeah.
I want to see the video first.
Okay, there we go.
What's the difference between a technician and a mechanic?
A technician knows what he's doing.
What's between a technician and a mechanic?
So a technician gets ASE certified and does it the right way. A mechanic was taught by their grandpapa, old pappy.
What's the difference between a technician and a mechanic?
A mechanic replaces parts. Technician is able to determine cause of failure.
What's the difference between a technician and a mechanic?
So a mechanic is more of a parts replacer, where a technician actually spends time diagnosing vehicles and handles a little bit more of the harder stuff.
What's the difference between a technician and a mechanic?
The spelling.
What's the difference between a technician and a mechanic?
Technicians verify the problem.
Mechanics just replace parts. What's the difference between a technician and a mechanic?
What you said.
What's the difference between a mechanic and a technician?
He's the mechanic.
I don't know. Difference between a mechanic and a technician.
A mechanic fixes what's wrong. A technician fixes what's wrong, but also determines why it's wrong.
What's the difference between a technician and a mechanic?
I feel like a mechanic can fix problems, but a technician will be able to tell you why it started, be able to diagnose the whole issue.
Well, there you
Very
have it.
good.
Very
good.
Very well broken down. Everybody kind of said the same thing except for the girl when she said
But I think a
the
mechanic,
spelling.
a good mechanic can think outside the box.
Sure.
And tackle things in another way.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And a mechanic, I feel like a mechanic has more of whatever brand.
A wide, technician is more manufacturer based, and a mechanic is overall structured for multiple brands.
Multiple brands. I remember this happened with this car, and that thing.
Yeah. Back in my day, my grandpappy.
True. Oh, you're gonna love this video. What name, if you had to name your kid after a car?
After a car?
Yeah, after a kind of whatever.
Well, I would name my son after a founder of a car.
Okay.
Enzo Ferrari.
Oh, I like that.
I would name him Enzo.
I like Enzo. All right, let's hear these guys.
I named my dog after
name your child
Toyota.
after a car, what would you choose?
Celica.
If you had
That was
to
her
name
name.
your child after a car, what would you choose?
Good friend of mine, his daughter's name is Sylvia, and that's after a Nissan. It's a pretty name, so maybe Sylvia.
If you had to name your child after a
Wait, so there's a Nissan Sylvia?
I don't know.
Is it probably some Chinese car or something? Or
Nissan Sylvia?
Nissan Sylvia. Was that a joke? I don't understand.
I don't know. Anyways.
After a car, what would you choose?
I like Sylvia.
And if you had to name your child...
Why is he saying Sylvia?
What the heck is Sylvia?
Hang on a minute. I got to look this up.
Hey Siri, what's a Nissan Sylvia? Holy moly, it's a real car.
Yeah. So it says a Nissan car.
No.
Oh.
Sorry, Tyler.
It started calling somebody. It says a Nissan Sylvia is a sporty rear-wheel drive coupe made by Nissan, famous for being lightweight, tunable, and a total legend in drifting and JDM car culture. I get it now. I get it. All right, let's continue.
Name your child after a car, what would you choose?
I think I like Vet, like Yvette, but we'll call her Vet. Nice.
If you had to name your child after a car, what would you choose?
If I had a boy, I'd probably name him Ford because it just sounds easy. And for a girl, I'll probably say Chevelle.
Not Chevelle.
That would be her stage name.
What about Mercedes?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. What about Lexus?
Alexis.
Lexus. What other name?
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
there's
God.
so many cars. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Bentley?
Oh, Bentley's a good name. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, on the comments, tell me, who would you call?
But I like Enzo.
What would you?
I would name him after the
love
founder
that.
of Ferrari.
I actually love that. What would you name your kid after what car? In the comments. Okay. Let's continue on down
Cut
the
through
road.
QT. Oh, yes. This is actually in Round Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Across from the Kalahari.
Yeah, you people, Texans, you know better.
Well, they do it everywhere.
If you've ever cut through a gas station parking lot to bypass traffic, this one's for you. Welcome back to Taylor's Traffic Talk. Today we're going to discuss...
Kalahari right there.
This video is racist. Why is there Spanish music playing in the background?
That's Texas.
Discuss parking lot shortcuts.
That sounds like salsa. It doesn't sound like bachata.
Also known as cutting through a private drive to avoid a traffic control device. Whew, that's a lot. According to Texas law, drivers may not enter a sidewalk, driveway, parking lot, business, or residential entrance without stopping the vehicle. Meaning, you can't use these as a shortcut to get around traffic. So that means no gas station getaways, no side quests or CVS. Those places are meant for people who are actually stopping there, not just skipping traffic. And yes, this is something you can't get pulled over for and risk meeting this guy. So, the next time that red light is testing your patience, hang tight and wait it out. Got a traffic question or a topic you want us to share next? Send it our way at pdquestions@roundrocktexas.gov. As always, be safe, drive smart.
That's awesome.
It's a good video.
Yeah. I got a ticket for that. Well, I didn't get a ticket. I got a warning.
Oh, yeah.
But I wasn't even coming through the parking lot. But anyways, I'm not going to argue.
Were you or were you not?
No.
Oh, you weren't. He's like, everybody does it. So, I got to ask him if he wants to do it.
I don't care.
If everybody jumps off a cliff, are you going to do the same thing?
Maybe. What's on the bottom of the cliff?
Okay. All right.
If everybody shares a video, are you going to share the video?
That's oh God. Okay. So another PSA for you folks.
Watch at the pump.
Gotta watch while you're fueling your vehicle. Watch yourself at the pump.
Jugging is definitely a huge problem here in San Antonio lately. Jugging happens all over San Antonio. There's no specific area. Jugging is when an individual goes to
The word is jugging. I had to learn it myself. Jugging is what it's called.
Individual goes to the bank to withdraw money. A suspect will be watching them exit the bank, and then they'll follow them and either break into their car or steal the money out of their hands. Oh, yes, they'll follow you for as long as they need to. We've had incidents where they followed somebody from Ingram and 410 all the way to Bernie. Check your tail if it looks like somebody's following you, and they stop when you stop, and then you go somewhere else and you see that car. That probably means they're following you, waiting to steal your money from you. If you're going to take a large sum of money, if it's possible, maybe go through the drive-thru. If you do get a large sum of money and they put it in one of the big bank envelopes, maybe put it under your shirt or something so these guys don't see you walk out with it.
It's Texas. Bang, bang.
How about just go to your destination. Go where you have to go. And
get gas before.
Put the money,
Get gas before you pull out a lump sum of money.
That's a good point. Very good point. Anyways, I hope you got something out of that. You learned something
There's just
out
no
of that.
common sense. Well, people always think, oh, it won't happen to me.
Yeah.
It'll never happen to me. It'll never happen to me.
And in any case, just pay attention when you're pumping gas, when you're getting in your car, we're living in some evil times. We say this over and over again. When you're coming out of the grocery store, women, don't be on your phone, looking down on your phone. Get in your car, drive away, and look at your phone when you get home. Okay, this Toyota commercial that Super Bowl is going to have a lot of wonderful commercials. I can't wait to see them. But here, look at this Toyota commercial. It's a pro-life commercial, by the way.
Mrs. Long? Yes? We've found a baby girl for your adoption, but there's some things you need to know. She's in Siberia, and she was born with a rare condition. Her legs will need to be amputated. I know this is difficult to hear. Her life, it won't be easy. Mrs. Long?
It might not be easy, but it'll be amazing. I can't wait to meet her.
We believe there is hope and strength in all of us. Toyota, proud partner of Team USA.
They're huge in Paralympics, like the
I know what you mean.
Huge supporters of that.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Every life, every living thing inside that God has put in there, that little blast of zinc that we showed the video years back. There's life when someone has that pregnancy in their belly. It doesn't. Even if you get a phone call like this woman did, waiting for her, she couldn't have kids herself. So she's adopting. And here she is, even a little girl with a situation that was going to happen, but she didn't care. Somebody else gave her up. What a story. So here she is in the Olympics. It's just such a wonderful story. God has a purpose for every living thing. God has a purpose for it. And
Amen.
It's just a wonderful commercial. Wonderful.
That's right.
Let's do this Camry trade-in so I can get it off my list for good and for good and ever. If I can find it now, here it is.
You buried it.
But in
what year is that car? 2013. So
the guy's coming in to trade in the Camry.
400,000 miles.
Yeah, with 403,000 miles, and he's.
Carlsbad got a customer that needs it.
13. And it has 400,000 miles on it. 403,000 miles. 403,000 miles. Okay. All right. And
you don't have any sound on this car.
Oh, it's completely quiet. No sounds. Have you had to put any maintenance into it? Have you done like the same transmission, same engine, same everything?
Same transmission, same engine, same hybrid system.
No way.
It's hybrid.
Oh, it's a hybrid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Check it.
No, I believe you.
No,
And wait, you want to trade it in?
Yeah.
I know. 403,000 miles.
But it's true. There ain't gonna be no value. You're better off just selling it.
Selling it, yeah.
They're gonna give you $1,000 for it.
Put it on Facebook.
And then some tech's gonna buy it.
Yeah, and probably sell it, fix it up, and sell it for a lot more.
Yep.
All right. Well, Matt Pollard, we've come to this time, and the conversation that you're waiting for. Oh, God help me today. God help me today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to talk about it. And so I'll just let him go.
Well, yeah, we can talk about it. The problem is I don't even care. It's the least thing I care about is what the president posts, honestly.
So let's talk about what happened. Let's just talk about what happened. So a video was put up through Truth Social, which is the president's platform. And he reposted a video. And a lot of people are going bananas. And no pun intended. And yeah. So let me show you the video. And originally...
Okay, the original video.
Yeah. Originally, the video that was to go out was talking about voter fraud. And
rightfully so.
Yeah, and it was talking about the 2020 election and how Trump continues to push the narrative that, not the narrative, I shouldn't say that. He continues to push the fact that it was stolen. It was stolen, it was stolen, it was stolen. And this is one of the kind of videos where there's like graphs and computers or whatever, and I'll show you the video. And then shortly after the video was, and actually the video was recorded. It was like somebody was recording from their cell phone onto a computer top, a PC, and they were recording that, and it was on X. And so if you know X, once the video is over, another video pops up. So the video, it was a Lion King meme that somebody else did at some point through AI, and it had all the Democratic Party in animals. Their heads were on different type of animals, and it just so happens that the video started where Obama's head and Michelle Obama's head were on orangutans or some kind of monkey.
Yeah, and
big mistake. It shouldn't have been put out there. Somebody should have checked this.
Yeah, it should have just been that 1 second or whatever it was, should have been edited out of it.
But let me agree. I slowed it down so y'all can see, because all the legacy media and everybody else is running with the fact that he posted it. It was posted. He asked somebody to post it for him. He even said, and I'll have that video for you, but they should have edited it. So somebody should be fired for this. And I have other talking heads that will also say that. But here, let me show the video.
But everybody wants everybody fired until they make a mistake.
So here's the actual video that Trump mentioned.
The Michigan investigation team obtained forensic,
or that I should say that he did put out there,
forensic access to a DS200 tabulator, the machine that counts the votes. A Telit 4G wireless chip manufactured in Taiwan was discovered embedded into the motherboard. The voting machine tapes clearly indicate modem engagement and transmission of election data. Some of the anomalies that we noticed in the 2020 general.
You know what's so funny is that this video actually clears up the fact that it was stolen in a sense.
What's the problem? We all go ahead. I'm sorry.
And this is what we concentrated on, the 1 second. Yeah, there was 1 second of that other video that came up that was played, and then
so this is the posting. This is what was posted.
20 general elections that 5 key states all stopped counting at a certain time in these key battleground states. These were all where the software, Dominion machines, ESNS machines were used, the Smartmatic, the GEMS software. So when the vote stopped counting, and this has been noted in other countries as well, President Trump was significantly ahead. When reporting and counting resumed, there was a massive spike occurred that that favored Joe Biden.
Wow.
This is a complete investigation that was done that really should have highlighted the fact that this happened. But I'll get to that. So here I slowed it down so you can see that the video is ending and there's another one about to pop up behind it. So the video was over.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all that showed.
The video was over, and that's all that showed on Truth Social, on President Trump's Truth Social, whatever.
On the Donald Trump page, yeah.
Yeah. And so it was posted in that way. And, oh, my God, people ran with it. If you don't know, people ran with it. They
did.
They ran with it. And it's a very disrespectful video. It is. Because, anyway, I don't want to get into that too much. But let me say this. Let me say that it shouldn't have been put out there. Whoever put it out there should be fired. That was very sloppy, very lazy of somebody just to, even if it was, and I told Matt this the other day, or when it happened or whatever, that it seems to me like it was like this, some old person like my grandmother or something was recording re-recording the screen of something that she really wanted to record and she didn't know how any other way, because you can screen record on a PC, you can screen record on your laptop, on your phone, you can do that. But this person had to have been old, and again, this is my opinion or my theory on it, that Trump went ahead and did that, and then he goes, here, check that out and go post it for me. And that thing was...
I doubt it. Got way too many other things going on.
No, not only that, too. The fact of the matter is that shouldn't have been... Stuff stays on your feed. Whatever you look at constantly, that shouldn't have been on anybody's feed. It's just... I digress. So the next video I want to play is this young man saying another reason why, because everybody's out there, a lot of people are saying, I shouldn't have everybody, but a lot of people are out there saying that why is it that, the Obamas were on this body? And again, we're just trying to make it clear and make sense of why this came out the way it did, and why is it that, because who wouldn't even make a video of that? Like, I'm sure there's a lot of nasty people that would do that, but this is an AI made video. That video of them. It's an AI with all the characters and everything.
But it's just funny how everybody's playing the original video saying Trump posted this on his social media, but he didn't.
That's right.
Nobody did. The creator of the video did.
That's right. And so now this young man that I'm about to play for you right now,
look at the video. You can see.
He's actually going to break down. This is so funny because it's a podcast showing a podcast, and we're showing the podcast of the podcast showing the podcast. But he has a very good theory of why it is that out of all the animals, because that's a big question, out of all the animals, why it is that it could have been that monkeys were, you know what I mean? There were other black people on that video. But anyways,
I don't know.
Listen to this.
You can see it's a reel that's screen recorded. I don't know the intern that posted. Fire that nigga immediately. But it's a reel. You can see it slides up. When it slides up, you can see the monkey video right after. So the video about election fraud, which Democrats, as you can tell, they want to ignore that part. They want to completely ignore that entirely long video, but they focus on a 2-second clip that was screen recorded. It was all screen recorded at once. When it slides up, and you can verify this because there's a watermark on the second video. I even attached the full video with all the monkeys, all the Democrats, all these animals put together. You can just tell at the initial start, it put the Obamas there. And I believe through AI generation, I don't even think the original creator of that content intended that. I think the AI knew since the Obamas are darker, they felt like their face would fit more on the monkey. This is how AI works. It's not that much of a reach. But the real problem is, why the hell would niggas screen record the video instead of just downloading it? That's how you know President Trump getting old. He's just like a grandfather.
You see?
And now he has the...
You see? You see? I didn't even know that he was going to say that. You see what I mean? You see? I'm telling you.
That's what I said. We're driving to lunch, and I said, why wouldn't they just screen record it? And then you're like, I know, it's like he did it himself.
Yeah. The viejito, trompito de viejito. Let me play the rest of the video.
He has these interns that obviously ain't prepared for the job. It is what it is. But you can't label my president as racist. That's my nigga.
Good for you. You're not able to.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay, I'm not going to play the rest of the video. I just wanted you to hear that because that makes total sense. To me, it does. I don't know if it makes any sense to you.
I don't know. It's just another narrative. It's like they're saying the monkey thing is racist. Okay, I don't ever want to hear you say then that the human race came from monkeys. Okay, just acknowledge the fact that God is real and God created human beings.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't want to hear it ever again. All right, because then you're gonna have to prove God is real.
I said this before. I was actually on with some Christian political talking heads on live, and I said to John Amachuku, I'm going to play his video in a minute, that we left the door open. That's what happens when you leave the door open for the enemy. It was 1 second,
Yep,
1 second of a video.
Of a 1 minute, 29 second
That's
video.
That's right. 1 second of a video. And the enemy took advantage of that to create more division, to create more
division
and more angst.
I've always said, I don't care what he posts. I don't care. I look at how safe I am, how safe the country is, how the borders are locked down, how good the stock market's doing, how good the finances are doing, how good the job market. Like, I don't care what he posts. I can care less.
Right.
I care about the safety of this country and everything about this country because I love this country.
Me too.
And then you get one little stupid thing and then everybody goes ape crap.
Oh my goodness. Lord help me today.
It's
all right. So let me play.
Tired of it.
We're going to put a pin in this real quick. And I just want to play the video of John Amachuku talking about the video.
There are times where we have all said, President Trump, man, you knocked it out the park. Then there have been times where...
Another point. Donald Trump is not saved. Donald Trump is not a Jesus Christian. He's not he doesn't practice Christianity in the way that saved people do. If anything, go ahead.
I think they forget that, right? First of all, Christians support him because one, he's against or unaliving innocent little babies in the womb.
Mm-hmm.
He's not for same-sex marriages, and he lets us have the freedom of religion and the freedom of Christianity. So, like, we support him for other things. We don't support him because he's so-called Christian.
Yeah, and all people are coming out of the woodworks, putting up postings, Christians putting up these long posts and putting up the Church of Christ and what is it? Church of God in Christ.
Church of God in Christ.
Put out this big statement. And again, I understand the offensive part of it. That's 100%. I'm clear on that. But the fact that babies are being unalived in the wombs, the fact that there's so much kidnapping, so much unaliving in this world, the abuse on little children. And I mean, and this is what we're
worried about. We're about an AI-generated video. We're worried about a generated AI video.
This is what we're posting about. There is so much more about the division and so many things like as far as either parties when it comes to division and rhetoric and all that stuff. This is what you want to make a statement about? Are you kidding me? Like, come on. We are so better than this. Like, we shouldn't even have the mind to think like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Like this would jar you this way. Anyways, I'm gonna let John talk. Did you want to say something? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just if it was the other way around, if it was about a Republican, we wouldn't be having this conversation. If it was a Wesley Hunt on there or a Ben Carson on a orangutan body, we wouldn't even be having these conversations.
Bishop Wooden said the same thing. They put a dress on me.
Yeah, they put a dress on him. It's all because it's the Obamas. That's their God. That is the God of the Democrats.
It's shameful. It's disgusting. And you know what? It shows.
Yeah. We don't go outraging for calling us white supremacies or Nazis and all that stuff.
Shows weakness. I don't know.
I was just going to say maybe because we're stronger.
It's a sign of weakness. But anyway.
Maybe he shouldn't have sent that one. We've all been there. We've all felt that. But I am not throwing my president away because I'm getting ready to prove to you what really happened. So
it's like that video. Reply all, right?
This is the video right here.
Forensic access
that ended up
the machine
being
that
shared.
votes.
John, you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward it.
The software stopped.
No, I'm saying he's doing the same thing. Screen recording.
Recording and counting resumed. Was a massive.
All right. Boom. Did y'all see that? The focus of the video was on voter fraud. And then at the end, There's a short clip of the Lion King parody video because, let me just be straight, some sloppy staffer did a shabby job in screen recording. That staffer should have gone back and edited the end of the video and only put out the portion of the video that the president agreed.
Exactly.
Why are we thinking it's Trump's feed that they were recording, though? It's whoever they were screen recording the video from's feed, not Trump's. Does that make sense?
Well, let me show you this video of everybody saying, "Oh, and he didn't apologize, and he's not apologizing," and everybody's going nuts because he doesn't, he's not taking accountability for it, and blah blah blah, and all that stuff. But he did talk about it. He did talk about it.
Yes, he did,
and he did make a point about it, whether you like it or not. But he did take accountability in a sense.
Question, John.
Mr. President, the media post that you took down earlier today, the White House says that a staffer sent it. Who sent it, and are you going to fire them?
I looked at it. I saw it, and I just looked at the first part. It was about voter fraud in someplace, Georgia. There was a lot of voter fraud, 2020 voter fraud, and I didn't see the whole thing. I guess during the end of it, there was some kind of a picture that people don't like. I wouldn't like it either, but I didn't see it. I looked at the first part, and it was really about voter fraud in and the machines, how crooked it is, how disgusting it is. Then I gave it to the people. Generally, they look at the whole thing, but I guess somebody didn't, and they posted, and we took it down, and we took it. But that was a voter fraud that nobody talks about. They don't like to talk about that post. We took it down as soon as we found out about it.
Mr. President, a number of Republicans are calling on you to apologize for that post. Is that something you're going to do?
No, I didn't make a mistake. I mean, I look at thousands of things. And I looked at the beginning of it. It was fine. They had that one post, and I guess it was a takeoff. By the way, a lot of people covered. If you look at where it came from, I guess it was a takeoff on the Lion King. And certainly it was a very strong post in terms of voter fraud. Nobody knew that was at the end. If they would have looked, they would have seen it. And probably they would have had the sense to take it down. But that was a takeoff on the Lion King. And a lot of people were covered on in different positions. So, but I spoke to Tim Scott. He was great. Tim is a great guy. He understood that 100%.
At the end of that, they asked him, "So do you renounce racism or whatever?" And he said, "Yes, absolutely."
Yeah, he said absolutely.
So, but it won't be good enough for anybody. It won't be good enough for those that are offended by everything else. But like I said, sin, death, abuse, all those other things that really do matter. But we're going to press on. We're going to move on in the name of Jesus, because we put that behind us and we put the blood of Jesus Christ over the mind of Donald Trump.
That's why I'm so blessed, because I don't get caught up in this stuff.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on because we're running out of time.
I definitely want to talk about the in and out.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know if we have time for the Chicago.
We can always talk about Chicago another day. Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, Chicago's a mess, so we got plenty of time to talk about Chicago.
Let me see what else is on here. One thing I did wanted to mention was the Irina Zaruska mural was vandalized. Another thing, this young woman who was brutally unalived on a train by someone with mental illness, and they did a beautiful mural for her I think it was in New York, and somebody went, and I'll show you real quick what somebody went and did, and I'll read what actually happened here. Let me see. A mural honoring Irina Zaruska was vandalized after it was painted in New York City. The artwork, part of a nationwide campaign featuring murals of the 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee who was fatally stabbed in Charlotte, North Carolina, was defaced in Manhattan's Lower East Side shortly after it was completed. Graffiti, including the words "Please vandalize this," was scrawled across her face, prompting outrage from locals and residents who condemned the act as disrespectful and politically motivated. The murals were created as tributes to Irina's memory and as part of a broader public art initiative funded by donors, including contributions from Egon McCabe and Elon Musk, intended to ensure her story remained visible in major U.S. cities. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. This innocent
young girl
soul.
Yep.
That's, oh my goodness, I don't know, but we're not outraged about that. But anyways, we're not going to continue to dwell on that. Like I said, all right, honey.
The outrage would have only came if she stabbed him.
Yeah, you want to go into this In-N-Out Burger?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the story is that people again are crying out about In-N-Out Burgers, and the scriptures that are written is nothing but the devil is a liar.
Yep, that's why they're leaving California.
It's not happening. She's not. She says she said it before, and she's saying it again. She's not taking the scriptures off of the containers and wrappers off of the In-N-Out Burger.
Some people didn't even know it was there until TikTok showed it.
That's
the
true.
The water cup one actually ties to the water.
Oh, hang on. It played too. So there she is. That is Lindsay, and she is the owner of In-N-Out Burger. And she refuses to remove those Bible verses, and she shouldn't have to, because first of all, it is her company. It is her family's company that was handed down to her for.
That's her First Amendment right.
Yeah, exactly. I stand with her. That's crazy. Like,
and the people complaining about it probably don't even go there.
Yeah. So if you don't want it, you don't want to see the scriptures, then don't go there. Don't go to In-N-Out Burger.
Bible verses that you
Go to
put
Pete's.
in the In-N-Out meals. Where did that come from?
That came from my uncle before he passed away. He became a Christian. He started doing that. He put them on cups, the packages, and we've since added to more.
Did you choose some and add some?
Yes, the fry boat actually was very personal, and I wanted it to encourage others, and that's the one about falling and getting back up. The one on the water cup, I don't want to give it away. I want people to look it up, but the water cup one actually ties to the water.
So here's the history. Great. Here's the history of In-N-Out Burger. Started with $90K. Is that what I saw?
Yeah. So it's showing the franchise value at the bottom. I don't know how accurate it is. $350,000. $4 million in 1976.
There's Mama Bear. There's Lindsay herself flipping burgers.
Flipping burgers. 1994. 1996. Company expands beyond California at $230 million. 2001. $500 million. Man, I can go for some In-N-Out.
That double protein style.
100% ownership still resides to the Snyder family, I think it is, or whatever.
Snyder. Look at that, $3.9 billion.
Yep, with 500 stores. Headquarters moved to Tennessee by California.
Oh wait, did you see that? It said, hang on, I saw this. Said something about during the pandemic they did something. Pandemic. Yeah. Go ahead.
Preserve employee pay. So they paid the employees if they didn't work. $8 billion, dude.
8.7 billion.
So I mean, so now that Tennessee is the headquarters, they should be expanding more west.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome.
The whole point of why it stayed west is because of the ingredients. They wanted the fresh ingredients. Yeah, if you drive the highways in Texas in the early morning, you'll see the In-N-Out trucks buzzing down the roads delivering.
Let's check the comments real quick. I'll eat. Oh, this is actually Pastor Jetson. Was the first
Is
post.
It really?
Yeah, the first comment.
That's funny.
Was what's his first name?
Franklin?
Franklin Jetson, yeah.
Jensen?
He said, I'll eat more In-N-Out. It is delicious and scriptural, is what he said.
Yeah.
Who, and somebody says, who is actually upset by this? They need Jesus. This other gentleman said, as a Muslim, I stand and support her. If you don't like the words of God, then go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
We would rather you stay and read the scripture and receive Christ as your Lord and Savior. But if you don't, then go somewhere else and eat.
Go to McDonald's.
Somebody else said,
go to Burger King.
Good for her. Now I'm going to eat there more. Another person says, I'm not even religious, and I think this is such a non-issue. Stand your ground, another one says. If they don't like it, that's on them. Another one says, make America healthy and faithful again. Love that comment. Don't like it, don't read it, but Jesus is king regardless.
Amen.
Boom. All right. Where are we moving on?
We got to go to laughs.
Okay, we're going into these
Oh, man, I
laughs.
was going to say. Whatever. Oh, I was going to say, In-N-Out is probably better for you than Chick-fil-A. With all the nasty ingredients in the Chick-fil-A food now.
Yeah.
In-N-Out is probably the spot to go.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Before we go into laughs, I got to do this. I'm sorry. Zohran Mamdani, the so-called mayor of New York City, has New York City so messed up, so bad. The garbage in New York City, because there have been East Coast. I feel so bad for you. You've gotten storm after storm after snowstorm, and so New York's been getting hit really bad. And mountains of snow and garbage and pee and poo from your pets and stuff, just everywhere, and it's so disgusting. Let me see if I got the video. Look at the video.
This is communism New York now.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you put somebody in as a mayor that never even
New
had a job.
Yorkers are now living among mountains of trash. 11 days after the Manhattan snowstorm, the streets remain buried under piles of garbage, and the city government has done little to fix it. Many residents say the city is slowly turning into an open-air landfill. Filthy black snow, garbage soup flooding the sidewalks, ice rinks on every...
Nothing worse than dirty snow and then garbage on top of the dirty snow. Nothing worse. Oh, I hated that so much. When I would come out the house, it's beautiful when it snows or whatever, but then 2, 3, 4 days later, the piles of snow are coming to get black, and it's so depressing.
On every corner, cars buried like fossils, people slipping, breaking ankles, no one shoveling, no one salting, no one doing anything. This is New York City, 3 minutes from the mayor's house. Under Mayor Mamdani, the city that never sleeps is becoming the city that never sweeps. Towering 8-foot-high piles of rat-infested trash are choking the streets around Gracie Mansion, while the mayor's residence appears to receive spotless white glove treatment. And yet, Mamdani publicly claims he can't imagine how things could get better, even as more and more New Yorkers express anger over what they see as a complete failure of responsibility and basic civic duty. On the Upper East Side, residents are still forced to trudge through garbage-covered streets, dodging rats and walking past snowbanks soaked with dog urine a full week after Winter Storm Fern. This is not just neglect. This is a breakdown of leadership.
All I can say is you voted for it.
Yeah, you asked for it.
You voted for it. You got what you wanted. We all couldn't say we can't wait until you vote for this knucklehead. Yeah. And then a policeman gets stabbed and he goes to the hospital and visits the guy that stabbed the police officer.
That's
good
disgusting.
job, Mamdani.
That's so disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
You are this week's dummy.
We should have something like that, huh? All right, let's get into these laughs.
Yeah, we got to land this plane.
Yeah, we'll land this plane. Okay, so let's do this check engine light repair. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Oh, sure. We can take care of it. All set. Lights gone.
What was wrong with it?
You're cheap.
Oh.
All right, let's do one more.
The name of this tool? We love those.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's name this tool.
Mamdani.
That's not no tool. Yes, it is. That's not a tool.
Yes, it is.
And in this tool, to measure like the volume of like a table or something like that. Volume of a table? Yeah, like the measurements. And in this tool,
something you use to find the temperature or something.
No. And in this tool,
no clue. I'm not a guy.
And in this tool,
I used to work at Lowe's. Dimensions on paper, and you trying to translate that into real life. This is gonna help you right here. No, what did it do?
And in this tool,
Wait, what?
What? You worked at Lowe's?
Shame on you.
Maybe
Shame.
He was in the dog food area.
Sir, what does this do?
I ain't never seen that a day in my life.
And in this tool,
this is like a scale. You put something on it, like weigh or something.
No.
What does it do? I don't remember, bro.
And in this tool,
oh, I don't know the name, but my dad got one of those.
And in this tool,
I'm sure he does. Everybody's dad got one of those.
I don't know.
Unless your dad was a mom.
No. And in this tool is it.
Oh man, stop, please. Let the video.
And in this tool,
is that like for measurement, like you measure your feet with? What is this used for?
And in this tool,
I've never seen that before.
A European measuring tool.
Hallelujah.
In this product,
a ruler.
What does the green stuff do?
What does it do?
I'm asking you.
A flashlight.
And in this tool, all right, what's it used for? Or you just don't know?
Just don't know.
At least they're honest. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, Matt, he is such a...
I was being good this episode.
He is such a duper head.
I wanted to say so much other stuff, but
he did hold back.
I'll leave it to the comments.
He did hold back. He did. And a lot of stuff that we talked about. But anyway...
Anyways, thank you so much. Please help support and please share. Again, there's nothing financial about it. It's just getting this out to everyone, especially on YouTube. If you could please like, subscribe, and share on YouTube, that would be amazing. Hit the bell so you can get our mugs up whenever we post a video, no matter what it is.
Right. Yep. Don't forget to connect us. As I always say every week, you need any advice on marriage, anything on faith, questions on opinions on in business, some kind of you're purchasing a car, like I said last week, or another opinion, second opinion.
Sure.
Second
like the guy at Carlsbad Toyota should have gotten. He should have connected us.
Second opinion on any repairs that somebody's trying to sell you or somebody's trying to tell you, whatever the case may be. Connect us.
And then don't forget, find us on Faith Points TV, on Android TV, Apple TV, Fire TV, Roku, and you can download on the App Store or go to faithpoints.org/TV/ministry.
And don't forget, those that are watching on Faith Points TV, if you want the full content, go to YouTube, go to Spotify, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can be reminded every time that the Automotive Truth Podcast posts a new episode.
Yes. Until next time, we out.
Bye.
Under Texas skies.